Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. If you're new around here, my name is Shanique and I create videos on personal development, personal growth, and health and wellness. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about hypothyroidism. Say that 3 times fast. And its relation to stress management. Living with hypothyroidism can be challenging at times, and especially when it comes to stress, but with the right strategies, you can come out at the end of the other side. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So let's dive in. All right, so on this video today, I'll be talking about hypothyroidism and its connection to stress. I'll be talking about my experience, and I'll also be sharing some of the things that I've been doing to effectively manage my stress and just overall have a better living experience. I will put a disclaimer out there. I ain't a doctor. Okay, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, none of that. So I'm literally just sharing my experience, some of the things that I've learned and what has helped me, in the hopes that it will also help you along your journey, whether it's just managing stress or if you also have hypothyroidism, manage that a little bit better. Just a recap, hypothyroidism occurs when the thyroid gland fails to produce enough thyroid hormones. That's as basic as it's gonna get. This underproduction of the gland does lead to a multitude of symptoms. I've created a video where I, went over all the symptoms that I've experienced and even additional symptoms that you could probably be experiencing and not knowing that it's, hypothyroidism, that's the root cause of this. So I'll link that in the description box so you can check it out after you've watched this video, just to kind of see, what some of those symptoms look like. And with those symptoms, life can be challenging just by itself. And when you add stress to that, it gets a little bit more complex. So I'm gonna go over just what I've been doing, what's been working for me, in the hopes that if you are also experiencing hypothyroidism, then this could potentially work for you. Look, life is gonna life, okay? But if you have hypothyroidism, and even if you don't, but especially if you do, then you need to be incorporating relaxation and mindfulness techniques in your daily routine. Whether you consider, your work environment a stressful environment, or maybe there's stress at home with you trying to raise little ones and be a half decent adult and be a good wife or husband, like those responsibilities come with stress. That's the truth of it. To say that you want to live a stress-free life, I don't know if that's realistic because of the way life's set up, but you can manage it better by incorporating mindfulness and relaxation techniques. So that's the first thing that I did. Like when I got that blood work back and it said, okay, Shanique, your thyroid levels are looking good, but your stress level, girl, is out of this world. And I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to be a mother, trying to go to school, trying to be a wife, trying to be, a half decent adult, trying to pay my bills on time and in full. Like, what is there to stress out about? But then I realized that what was causing the stress. So I needed to incorporate some techniques that would have helped me throughout the day, just to bring the stress levels down, just to be more present in the moment, just to, understand that I can do hard things, and just constantly remind myself of that in the moments when I'm having a challenging time, and in the moments when everything's going well, experience that in its fullness as well. So what are some of the things that I did? Well, I practice deep breathing, like just taking a second, focusing on my breathing, and just breathing in and breathing out. Why is this important? it brings you back to the present. If you have hypothyroidism and you struggle with anxiety, that means that you have the propensity to constantly be worrying about the future, constantly be worrying about everything. Most of the times, things that are out of your control. So by practicing deep breathing, you're bringing it back to the present, you're bringing it back to what's happening in your body, and you're just focused on that for that 30 seconds, that 1 minute. I'm just focused on this one thing that I know that I can control. That's my breathing. And you'd be surprised how many times that has helped me to just calm down. Like, if I'm like, I don't even know where to start, I have so many things to do, I have a growing to-do list. All right, Shanique, breathe. And then prioritize. And then focus on what can be considered a low-hanging fruit, and then tackle that. So it takes me out of overdrive, it takes me out of overwhelm mode and into the present, and then into action. All right, so another thing that I've been doing, which is connected with that, is meditation. Meditation comes in different forms. You have persons who, are going and just having a 15-20 minute session every day where they're keeping their minds open, and I'll talk about that and how I've been doing that and incorporating that as part of my weekly self-care routine. That has helped me so much to just be aware of what's happening in my body, be aware of how certain feelings show up, and then try and work through those knots. So over time, I have learned to master that. I'm still in the process of mastering, but it has helped a lot to keep me more centered, more grounded, less frazzled, less overwhelmed, and overall better able to manage stress and manage my day. And the third thing I would say on mindfulness and relaxation technique is progressive muscle relaxation. Now, this one's new to me because, I was aware of it, but I didn't know how to do it. But of course, we carry tension in all areas of our body. Sometimes maybe you're a teeth clencher or a teeth grinder. Maybe you're someone who carries tension in their shoulders. Having that awareness or increasing that awareness within your body will oftentimes result in, focusing on my shoulder feels tense. Let me just breathe in and breathe out and, relax it, or unclench my jaw, or stop holding my breath. Those things as part of mindfulness help you to just really back in to your body and remind your body that you're in control, and, practice whatever you can in that moment to give you that sense of peace. My second tip is around incorporating healthy lifestyle habits. So this is nothing new. There are millions of videos probably at this point that talks about these tips or these habits, but they are essential to stress management. And the first thing is balanced diet, incorporating some, grow foods into our diet, lots of fruits and vegetables and water, and those foods that will help you to feel alive. Does a lot for your hormones, does a lot for your body, and does a lot if you are struggling with hypothyroidism. So I've certainly focused on cooking more meals at home, my prep meals, on the weekend, and then that helps to just manage my tasks throughout the week. I'm constantly incorporating water, hydration, less sugar. I'm still working on the sugar part, but I've seen vast improvement in terms of my overall ability to work through stress. The second thing is ensuring that you're getting enough sleep. Those days of sleeping 2-3 hours a night, they're over, because you feel it over time, even if you're not feeling it the next day. And I'm getting older. I want to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I want to sleep in, because your mind, the mental load of just what it takes to be a functioning adult is heavy. And so the more that you can give yourself grace and the more that you can make room for rest, the better you'll feel, the better able you'll be to manage stress. I don't know if I said that right, but you get it, right? You get what I mean. And the third thing is incorporating exercise. Now, this can be in the form of just walking. just walking around, going for a walk, but doing so daily and being consistent with that. Or maybe you want to do some strength training or HIIT training, or even, CrossFit if you're into that kind of stuff. But incorporate something, some form of movement consistently throughout the day. And then my last tip is around incorporating stress reducing activities. So I recently found out that a part of the reason why I haven't been able to balance my stress and just the way in which things were going for me was because my brain, one side of my brain was more active than the other. So, of course, being a wife, being a mom, being a student, being a working adult, being all the things meant that my logical brain, the right side of my brain, was more active. It was constantly focused on, okay, remember to pay the bill, remember to pick up your daughter, remember to cook dinner. What's for dinner anyway? Remember to fold the laundry. Remember to submit that report. Remember to respond to this email. If you should crack open my head right now, I'm sure you'll see that little person in there that's doing all of those things. But the left side of the brain was not being worked as much, probably not being worked at all. Actually, if I'm honest, I would maybe even I like to paint, do a painting session where I'm more concerned about whether or not I was doing it right than enjoying the process of painting. In just trying to reincorporate some stress reducing activities into my life, I had to be intentional about that. And I started coloring. I love to color. I bought some adult coloring books, some pencil crayons, and I got to work. And I removed any inhibition to color within the lines or to something supposed to be a specific color. I just went with how I felt. It turned out great. It was a great experience. This was a stress reducing activity for me. I love to sing. I used to sing in high school. I don't have any clips. I will not be inserting them into this video, but I did. I sang in high school, I sang in college, and I, even if it's just in the shower, me by myself, started having a concert again, trying not to be so caught up in life's activities that I did not appreciate and enjoy spending time with myself was the priority. And I'm happy to say that it's been going well. I've been making fun a priority, right? That's a prescription. Girl, go have fun. You don't gotta tell me twice. Well, maybe you do, because I would have to plan for it and ensure that it's in the budget. But balance. Once I did that, then it's all downhill from there. The second thing was social support. Ooh, I love me a good kiki with my girls. I'll be on the phone, more just having that core group of people, 2-3 friends. That's it for me. But maybe you have more. Maybe you have persons who are out there who are ready and waiting to support you along this journey. You just need to make that first step and reach out to them and let them know that, hey, let's chat, let's meet up, let's go for coffee, come on over. And we're talking about the friends that you don't necessarily need to scrub your house down to invite them over, the ones that will come help you clean, the ones that will come and sit on your couch and do nothing. That's the kind of social support I'm talking about here, because it removes the need to keep up with all of these things and just be yourself and have that be enough. And then the last thing around stress reducing activities is self-care. So, okay, what are you doing for yourself? That's a self-care activity. For me, I like to float, which is going to a sensory deprivation tank and just locking out the world for 90 minutes. Just being with myself, with my thoughts, and just floating on top of the world. I've been incorporating more of that. I've been incorporating more mani-pedi sessions. I've been incorporating just a drive by myself. I rejuvenate when I get some alone time, and so having my husband run point on the kids, run point on food, ooh, that's awesome. You got the kids? I'ma go and take this car drive and get myself centered and come back. That has been a tremendous help, and certainly a core part of me being able to manage my stress and just overall being able to fill my cup so that I can then fill others, because you can't pour from an empty cup, right? So those are the 3 things that I've been incorporating into just my overall lifestyle that have helped me to reduce my stress and to manage it better, living with hypothyroidism. And I'm happy to say that it has also shown in my blood work, because now, you know, I can actively see those levels go down. Sometimes there's no medication that you need to take. It's not medication. It's changing your habits, changing your food, and changing, you know, what's happening in your life, your lifestyle. And I was reminded of that in these past couple of months. Medicine can only go so far. You need to be proactively incorporating change just within your body, through your mind, and, you know, the way you are present in the moment and the way that you show up for yourself. All right, so that's it. Thank you guys for hopping onto this video. I hope that you learned something from it. What have you been doing lately? Like, what are your fun hobbies? You know, for me, coloring was something from my childhood that I enjoyed doing, and so it was easy to incorporate that. But, you know, what are some hobbies that you're exploring lately, that you've been trying out that you love? Maybe I'll find something in the comments that I love and try that out. But otherwise, thanks for hopping on, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, bye.